So, starting this episode on a very big milestone, and that is level 27 Invention. So, the previous episode, we left off with just unlocking Invention. I think it was something like level 5. And since then, basically all we've been doing is being sat on World 84, using all the possible boosts to use our protein cogs to get to level 27. Now, you might be wondering why level 27 was such a big point. 27 is when you can actually start training your augmented items to level 10. And that's when the sort of serious XP starts to kick off with Invention by powering through your items. And not just like combat items as well, you're able to do your hatchets, pickaxes, pneumatics, the whole skilling range is available, and especially the special ones as well. So the Fishermatic, the Pyromatic, and the Hammermatic as well. All those are Invention items which you can use to train your skills, get to level 10, disassemble, and then get some very high level XP. Just for a bit of example, I think the axe, a level 60 item, will give you something like 420, may even be 480k XP for a disassemble. So once you get to this point, Invention does become quick. Now you do need to take into account the time it's taken for you to train that item up to level 10, but still it's going to be very, very quick for something just getting to level 27. But because of the power creep or the XP difference from like a normal skill, the Invention levels are a lot harder to come by, which is why when we had the opportunity to do these protein cogs on a bonus XP, with all the boosts, we had to jump in and take it. Now what we've done as well is done all the discoveries as well to make sure we've unlocked all the things like divine charges, the charge reduction, and all the other abilities like learning how to perk stuff and learning how to augment stuff as well. So huge moves with the Invention skill, and it's probably one of the biggest upgrades you can do in terms of skill to your account. So the fact we've done that now, admittedly we should have done it sooner, and it really should have been a higher priority than what I sort of made it. But we are making moves now, and we've finally got Invention. So now Invention's sorted, we're at the point now where we can go and like move in and do other stuff with it. I had a bit of a think about what to do next for our bonus XP plans. And again, these clips are a couple of weeks ago, but we are going to be catching up. And there'll be nothing but this account on the channel until we do catch up with all those clips. So the next move I wanted to make was to move into using my proteins. Proteins give you the extra buff for getting the bonus XP tokens. And we had a lot of stuff to get doing in terms of proteins in the bank anyway. So where we started was level 81 smithing. So we showed the 81 smithing level up there. And while doing all this skilling, we were using Silverhawk boots as well, which jumped onto the bonus XP we already had. So the agility XP we're getting just by doing normal skilling was, for the level we had, stupid. So you'll see a lot of agility levels in the next couple of videos because we make some serious progress very, very quick. But after smithing, the next skill we wanted to focus on was cooking. Now, the reason we focused on cooking is because it's so heavily linked to a lot of the main storyline quests. It's probably one of the most important skills to get leveled up early because it's going to open up your range of quests to do. And whether you wanted to do all the quests from start to finish in terms of storylines, or whether you wanted to jump all the way through all the different variations of quests and storylines, cooking would be essential and no doubt have a requirement for all the big storylines anyway. So because again, we needed to use our proteins to get some bonus XP tokens, it's double XP. We got these protein prolongers, which means it's going to be in batches of 120 rather than 60. We jumped on the cooking gain and got started. So we started at something like level 22, just sat here at a range on World 84 and just cooked away. And we made a little bit of progress quite quick. As you can see here, we're about to get level 60. Now level 60 is not massive in terms of the level, not really a lot of XP anyway. But in terms of what it gave this account, it gave this account the ability to cook its own food, some very profitable lower level cooking methods, which a lot of people don't really do now, which is always a bonus. We're always looking to unlock the ability to make more money. But more importantly, it unlocked a load of quests. So we're going to have a quick dive into the, basically like once you level up, it gives you the dialogue and stuff. So we're going to have a look at that. And it'll break down all the quests we've unlocked. And that was really it. I mean, it couldn't have been a better time for us to do cooking. We were going to get bonus XP, we were going to get the tokens, and it's something we were going to have to do anyway, just due to the level of content behind it. But as you can see, the quests we've unlocked: Big Chompy Bird Hunting, The Forgettable Tale of a Drunken Dwarf, Heroes, Type 10 Trio, Missing My Mummy, Beneath Cursed Tides. Again, they're pretty big quests. Evil Dave's Big Day Out, and also quite a lot of Recipe for Disaster stuff. So all those mini quests or Recipe Disaster are obviously linked to like the massive quest storyline. And as you can see, we pretty much started from level 22. So 22 to level 60 cooking in just one stint. And I can tell you now, it was all AFK because of those protein prolongers. They really did come in clutch. Being able just to click every 120 pieces of food was pretty major. And I'm not gonna lie, I pretty much sit and played FIFA for most of it because the main account, while I was playing it alongside this, was probably AFKing quite a lot as well. So It came for a lot of decent AFK time as well, but some really big quests unlocked there, and I'm pretty happy we got as much done with cooking as what we did. We weren't going to make massive gains, but we brought that up 40 total levels, and it just gives us a good base. Now, bonus XP for this count is about building that base, and along with that base, we now have 61 cooking, and I'm sure we'll move on to some other stuff. So, really handy, my microphone has been unplugged for most of the morning, so I have been doing clips, but yeah, they've not recorded sound. So I will talk over a couple of clips, and then I will also do this live to catch up. So basically what I've been doing is hammering out all the proteins I had in my bank. So you've seen me do like a lot of protein skills. So basically we've got 81 smithing, level 62 cooking, which is now swan song as well, because I decided that cooking was a massive quest sort of thing. And the proteins for the rest, they're not essential. Like I can train them in a normal way, or I can train them with proteins, but I wanted to put it in something which would save me time, and I think cooking would save me time anyway. So all I've got left now is 650 divine energies, which I'm very tempted to go and do, and also the dummies as well, which I do need to do for the rest of the skills. These skills are pretty handy because the proteins don't really affect them, so these would be good to get some extra levels as well. 19 agility dummies will give us a really big push in agility as well, so yeah, that'll be nice, and I can use the cinders with the divination stuff as well. So we've made some massive progress today, and not only that, we've managed to unlock Invention, but also able to unlock Invention to the point where we can actually augment something and train it to level 10, which will be massive. Really, you kind of want to unlock Invention as soon as you can, just so you can include it in like your everyday processes. Even things like woodcutting, fire making, fishing, you have the Invention items for that, so that is really good. So I'm just going to go and do my daily tasks, because after that I am going to go back to AFKscape, edit a video, and then, yeah, do the rest, really. In terms of today, we're actually having a pretty massive day for the old levels. Those dummies, I think, are going to easily get me towards 1800 total. And really, this is what I wanted to do with bonus XP. I weren't really particular with this account of getting a certain level. I did want 99 construction, and don't get me wrong, I'm still a little bit tempted to buy it with U-frames. After seeing how quick it was on the noob account, I'm very much tempted, but I do have a lot of herb lore to do, so I think that needs to take priority because that's what's going to make us a little bit more money. I was a bit obsessed with the 300 mil mark to be ready to go in skill with though, but we're at 160, and I really think 160 in the price of, with the prices now, really isn't that bad of a shout. So yeah, feeling good about it. Think I'm ready for it. I think that should be... Oh, it's not even woodcutting, it's hunter. Oh, what a dumbass. So let's go and do some hunter. But no, in terms of how the bonus XP has gone for this can, yes, I could have done more. Yes, I could have used the time a bit better. But really happy with what we've sort of walked out with. If I could have made a little bit of money, which to be fair, depending on how we do with the herb lore prices, it could still happen. We could still sort of push for 200 mil mark. But I think as soon as we get involved with Slayer, that's when we'll see the cash stack really start to rock up. Because in a nice way, I think I kind of need a break from skilling on this account. After doing it for all of the bonus XP on 3 accounts, yeah, I want to go and do some combat. And I think low-tiered Slayer in combat as well will be very good for this account. It'll be quite fun to see what we can do. So this will be our last thing to catch. So there is 3 captures. There is our dailies done. Nice, we got Dungeoneering level 36. Very interested to see what those dummies do to Dungeoneering, because I think we're going to go and get a nice little extension of our levels. I do need to spend a little bit of time like going and extending our floors, unlocking floors as well, which will be a day when I feel like I can do it. Level 54 farming, we can now raise Chinchompers. Very nice. Fairy Tale Part 3, Battle at Orc's Rift as well. And level 36 Dungeoneering. Some really awful floors. Right, so favourite time of the day, once we've dropped all these items, is for the spins. Now we've changed to a new promo now. We're now on Gem 4, which is an okay promo. Ooh, especially when they're giving us divine locations. But nowhere near as good as the skilling one we just had. The skilling one we just had was quite good. Also now, for the time being, I'm going to change what I'm putting my lamps into. I'm going to go and target Invention. Because it's going to be we kind of want to get to the point where we can augment 2 items as soon as possible and train with 2 items as soon as possible. That's going to give us a massive jump in XP. Liking these dummies though. Oh, liking more proteins. More proteins. Artisanal gears. Essence and shake. Yeah, we'll do another one. We'll get 2 out of this. Ooh, giant lamp. Oh, worth it. And then we'll just do 1 more. You start. Yeah, that was a really good haul for today. Loads of dummies and loads of bonus XP as well. Now I'm going to keep the stars in the info because I think we're going to do the dummies at some point. And I think there'll be a nice big buff onto what we're going to get. And in terms of the ones we've got in the crate, I think I'm going to pick out thieving. And then we're sort of balanced on what we've got. That's a lot of agility dummies, and I'm really like thinking we're going to get a decent level there. And could really put the XP into agility, and it's even more. The lamp's going to go to Divination, which is nice. I'm going to go and get my protein prolongers now. We're actually going to train Divination and get rid of these energies. We're going to use the Cinder Cores, and hopefully that will speed up the XP going at the Divination spot. Prolongers. Oh no, they're in the info anyway. Right, okay. I think we are ready. Wow, we're chewing through the Silverhawks, which is what you want to see. Right, so the spot we're going to do for Divination, I can't go to Dragon Tooth Isle, which is the spot at level 85 Divination. So we're going to go to the Mage Training Arena. Yes, that still exists. And go from there. The spot is near there, which I need to find the map on just where it is nowadays. Ah, okay. Well, to be fair, it's quickest to go to the dig site and then up. So here we are. Bit of a view over here. Back of the Mage Arena. In sort of like southeast away from... Right, there we go. Right, so... XP prolongers. Yes. So 1.2k for a memory. Wow. Again, that's because we've got cinders or something, but still decent. So we're going to leave this account to go and do the memories. We might be able to like... We'll definitely get 87. Yeah, so we'll definitely get 87. Might be able to get 88. We'll see. But again, like this account's Divination level just getting crazy. But I'm going to leave that AFK in. I'll come back, hopefully with a microphone, to update you on how it goes. So now I pretty much run out of proteins. I have got 200 hides and 100 shakes. Not too bothered about those. So what I'm going to do now is work through all my dummies. I'm going to use them on the skills I've got them for and just see where we sort of level up from there and where we get to. Again, pretty decent chunk of agility, archaeology and dungeoneering. I have got these stars as well, which I'm debating what to throw in. Again, like the high stuff, not really interested. I'm really starting to think that maybe I can just throw them in to dungeoneering and just sort of like get that brunt of shit of dungeoneering grindy levels out of the way. Because low level dungeoneering really isn't ideal. And the other stuff, I like archaeology, I don't mind because it's AFK. The rest of the stuff, I'm not too bothered about either. So that is going to be the end of this episode. Plenty of levels and plenty of gains in this episode as well. Big start on Invention, and we've basically like used all our supplies on other skills as well. So we brought our base level really, really high up, which would be good for all the quests we're looking to be doing in the future. Now I do know this is another bonus XP video, and we are pretty much running out of clips now. So we are going to be transitioning towards December very, very soon. And I will be hoping to catch up with a week's worth of episodes as well, just so we're back to real time. And I'll make sure to do a video to say, look, we are back to where we should be and we are all caught up on clip. But thank you guys for all the support lately, all the comments and all the subscriptions. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys very soon in the next one.